Why is the forbidden fruit always more tempting? Imagine there are two doors. One is wide open and you can go through it anytime you want, but the other is closed shut. And no matter how hard you try, you just can't open it. The thing is that both of these doors lead to the exact same place, but which one do you think you would obsess over? Why is it that we want what we can't have? Why do we fixate on the things in life that are just out of reach, as if they hold the missing piece to our happiness? Like the moment something becomes unattainable, it stops being just a thing and it becomes an obsession simply because we can't have it. You want the ex who doesn't love you anymore. You crave the food that you're not supposed to eat. You sold your camera because you don't use it anymore. But now that it's gone, suddenly you want to get back into photography. There is this strange, invisible force that makes what we can't have so much more appealing than what we can't have. But what is this invisible force? And why does it have so much power over us? Where does it come from? Does it originate from when we were young? When we did something we were told not to do by our parents simply because we were told not to do it? Why does the moment we are denied something make us want to do it that much more? Is it rebellion? The desire to break free from the limits that were put on us? Is it fear? FOMO? The fear of missing out? You want to know what it is? The answer is not what you expected. This strange invisible force has a name. It's called the fallacy of scarcity. The fallacy of scarcity is the false belief that something is more valuable simply because it's rare. We assume that if something is rare, it must be better. If it's difficult to reach, then it must be more meaningful. But it's just an illusion. Scarcity creates an illusion of importance. It's why we crave the limited edition item instead of the regular version. It's why people chase the love that ignores them and overlooks the love that stays. It's why we romanticize about the past. We dream about the future, but we neglect the present. The problem is we mistake absence for worth. We think that the thing that we don't have will somehow fulfill us if we have it. So we try to get it. And rather than appreciate the things that we do have, we strive for the things that we don't. And it's actually crazy to think how much this invisible force actually impacts our everyday life. It is the very fuel behind ambition. It's the hidden force behind every far-fetched dream, every impossible goal. It's why the rich fantasize about the simple life, while the poor fantasize about being rich. It's why married men wish they were single, but single men wish they were married. It's why we always assume that happiness is somewhere else, even though it has always been right in front of us. Like, think about it. The things we have now once were the things that we wished for. The things we have now are the very things that were once unattainable. Yet, now that we've attained them, they've become meaningless. Now, compare that to all of the unattainable things that you're reaching for right now. How soon after you reach them are they going to become meaningless too? But the most important question to ask yourself is, how much more of your life are you willing to waste repeating this cycle? Maybe it's time to stop running towards illusions. Maybe it's time to recognize that what you have is already enough, and that everything you're striving towards won't bring you any closer to happiness. If you keep worshiping what is just out of reach, you'll never learn to appreciate what is already in your hands. And maybe that is the greatest tragedy of all. To spend an entire lifetime searching for something that has always been right in front of you.